Right, we're going to try and predict England's 11 for the World Cup 2026. Now, I find this weird because it's not that far away, but it feels like it's ages away, doesn't it?
I know, yeah, it really does.
Year and a half.
Do you remember when 442 did it about 2006 or something like that? 2016, but they did it in 2006. It's like there was Micah Richards in it and all that. One player was there when they got there. So it does feel weird, but it's not that far away. We'll go around the table. We'll start from goalkeeper. Who wants to kick us off?
Yeah, basic in it, really, isn't it?
Pickford.
I'll go Ramsdale just because Pickford. Tried, tested.
Nah, he's good for England though, Turkish man.
Yeah, but
the Everton Pickford and England Pickford is two different guys.
But I think they're the same guy because he has to be amazing for Everton.
You're right, actually.
And I think England Southgate built England to be a defensive unit, hence why all the defenders get Maguire comes out with credit from England. So Pickford gets credit because they're built to be a defensive unit. I think England need to be a more progressive side that attacks more. So, listen, Pickford's great on the ball as well. I think Ramsdale, that's his best quality. But there's a bit of...
There's not much in it between...
There's not much in it. I think Ramsdale's a bit more of a character, but that can also cost you. I think let's just change it up now.
I was very close to going Ramsdale, you know. I was close.
Even with 4 relegations looming.
Because you don't know what's going to happen with Everton, with Pickford. Like, form does change a lot. Ramsdale could do really well at Southampton, pushing back in the spotlight. It's not like Everton are fighting at the top of the table. Yeah. So if Southampton just stay up and he's doing well for Southampton, then you never know, he could swing it. But in the end, I did settle on Pickford. I just thought,
Pickford
makes sense. He's done well in all the tournaments.
Relegation's character building as well.
Got a lot of character. I do like Ramsdale, but yeah, I'd say Pickford for me as well.
Yeah, I'm being biased. Yeah, it's Pickford.
Right back's easy, right?
I think it's got to be built around him, the team.
No, you don't build a team around a right back, you lunatic.
No, you don't.
I'm building my team around him. When we get to left back, you'll see what I'm saying. But I think Trent's arguably the most talented player in that squad. He's unbelievable. And the fact we never used him properly,
one of the most.
He's got to play for me.
Funny enough, though, I put Ben White in there, you know.
What? So no Trent?
No, Trent...
We can't.
You can't say no. You put no Trent.
We can't be having. We can't be leaving Trent out.
I'm just going from 2026. I'm just thinking by then he might want to play for England. That's it. By that World Cup he might.
Oh, you think it's just him not wanting to play?
Yeah, that's it. But obviously talent-wise,
Trent would have won La Liga and the Champions League by then.
Yeah.
We got to have Trent, man.
Nah, I'm not mad at it, but I just put Ben White there.
You don't want to play.
But I'm just thinking.
I was close to putting Ben White as one of my centre backs.
And it's got nothing to do with Arsenal.
I like
take
Ben
away
White.
the Arsenal back. It's got nothing. I just thought that by 2026, because they want Ben White so much, he might just be playing for them.
If Trent was 32, maybe.
Yeah, but obviously
Trent's so young.
Trent will be.
And like we say, probably going to Real Madrid.
Yeah.
I was just hoping that he just might play for England by then. That's it. It's got nothing to do if he's better than Trent or not. I just thought
did you go Ben White Turkish?
No, I went Trent.
Yeah, Trent. Yeah.
I got Ben White at centre back.
Is it?
That's a shout. That's a shout. I was very nearly put him at centre back. The only reason I'm kind of giving it away. The only reason I didn't is because of that whole weird England thing. My first centre back's John Stones.
Yeah. John Stones is still there for me.
Yeah,
I agree with that.
Stonesy.
And then my second's Branthwaite.
Ooh,
that's a very good shout. I forgot about him, to be honest. If the trajectory continues,
Dropping Gay.
Branthwaite's better than Gay.
Yeah, but the time it gets to 2026, Gay, he's out of Crystal Palace.
Yeah.
And he's in a better team.
I don't think so.
I think he is. I think
Branthwaite will probably be out of Everton.
Well, they probably could be playing together, both at Newcastle.
Neither of them get ahead of Stones.
No, I'm talking about in their club.
Oh, sorry, yeah, for Newcastle. Sorry.
Go somewhere else, yeah.
Yeah, I think he's better than Gay. I think Gay had a great tournament. I think Gay, he's very good. I just don't think he's better than Branthwaite.
How old's Gay?
He's like 23, 24. He's young.
He's young, yeah.
He's super young.
Was he at Chelsea?
Yeah,
he was one of Chelsea's. Yeah.
One
of Chelsea's.
Ben White and Stones. I think Ben White's kind of been a missing piece, man.
I agree, man.
His dark arts part of him and that side of him. I think.
And when Trent goes forward, he can just shuffle across a little bit. If your midfielder drops a little bit deep, he shuffles a bit across. It gives you that natural option at right centre back to shuffle into the wide areas, which a lot of teams do.
100%.
But then, can you have Stones in left centre back?
That Stones will be in the
Stones can play where he wants.
So you could put Ben White in right centre back. Stones has to shift across.
But Stones is
fine with that.
Yeah, he could play midfield. Not start. But if he could play midfield, he could play left centre.
Yeah,
100%.
I like the idea of Ben White.
I do like Branthwaite.
That's a shot. That's probably if all goes well. That's the guy.
He's left-footed, right? Isn't it? Natural left-footed centre.
I think he's right-footed, but can play left centre back. I think
He's left-footed, right? Come on, man. I know.
He's
ball, man.
left-footed.
Congratulations, Adam. You know ball as well.
I have to think of a ball challenge. So we got Branthwaite, Stones, Trent. Left back so difficult.
Well, yeah, Luke Shaw likes to keep himself fit for England and not United, so it depends. But no, for me,
get over Luke Shaw, man.
when I said Trent, the reason is I think if it's Kazi, he's going to use Trent and he's going to build attacks from Trent moving into midfield, and then that's why I'd probably look at having more of a defensive left-sided player. So like I'm thinking Branthwaite, Colwell. I was on the fence between both of them, so I'd probably go Branthwaite for now, and it would almost be in possession. We go to that back three. Trent's allowed to go, and it's like Branthwaite, Stones, and Ben White, or something like that. That's where my head was at. Trent can go, and there's a little bit more cover.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think Luke Shaw will be fit.
No, forget him now, man. It's just, I mean,
He needs to wrap it up.
Can you hope for the best?
Well, he needs to retire from international football and just try and play club football.
Yeah, I agree with that.
You say 2 years from now there'll be no Luke Shaw.
Bro, 2 weeks from now there's no Luke Shaw. The fuck's he going 2 years?
I thought ages.
Did he? How many games did he play for you last season for United?
3, bro.
Yeah, so
And you know what's mad? Yeah, Adam,
He played more games for England, innit?
England. Adam,
More games for England.
He's rattled my head with that, you know.
Yeah, I remember.
Bro, my
called it,
head
bro.
went, man.
You called it.
I said he's going to be injured for Man United.
You did call it.
He did
And he
say
was.
It. He
You
did
was
say it
fuming
on this show.
You was fuming. You did call it. So who's the left back then?
I've gone outside the box for this. I can't. I'm looking at two that maybe.
Tyreek Mitchell.
Firstly, I put him,
Yeah.
but then I thought, nah, let me go for two youngsters that might grow into the role.
Okay.
Oh, I know where you're going.
What one is? I'm gonna start with my one, Lewis Skelly.
I knew he was going to say that.
I know you lot probably haven't seen a lot of him, and I haven't either, but I'm hoping for the best here. He's starting left back. Well, he's played at left back for Arsenal a couple of times now in terms of off the bench pre-season and whatnot. He's only 17. He's left.
Came on in the Champions League, didn't he?
Came on in the Champions League. Came in against Man City as
Got
well.
booked before he played a minute. Was it?
Yeah,
he got booked
dark
before-
arts there from the side at 17. You can't go wrong. So I think he's someone that could grow into the. He's a defensive midfielder by trade as well. By trade, yeah. So him or maybe a Rico Lewis. Obviously, he's young as well, 19. He's played.
I do consider that, but if
Lewis will be in the squad. For
right
sure.
back's a bit more.
Yeah. Or
comfortable
do you
for him.
put Trent there because he's going to invert anyway? I don't know, but it's time to mix it up a little.
I just thought maybe Tyreek Mitchell gets.
Is Tyreek Mitchell your shout?
Yeah.
So I just
I couldn't put Luke Shaw.
no, it can't be Luke Shaw. I think it's just got to be a back three when we're in possession. That's why I've gone for
You play
like
a centre
Branthwaite or Colwell, someone who's just going to sit in, and then Trent can go.
That's fair, yeah.
Where did you go, Miles? You got Lewis Skelly as well.
Nah, Mitchell. I'll go Mitchell. Because there's no left backs. But hopefully somebody comes out of nowhere and just starts performing.
That is the position that's up for grabs,
Yeah.
big time. If you're English, that's there.
Hopefully.
No one's got their name on it.
I think
Probably
that's
still Trippier somehow.
Somehow,
I'll
please
bring
no.
Luke Shaw over Trippier.
Did Carsley, when Carsley said Cole the other day, did he mean Colwell for the left back? He didn't mean Palmer, did he? Because that was something.
Yeah, yeah,
He meant Colwell.
yeah,
yeah.
definitely.
it must be Levi Cole.
'Cause
He's
he's
a
played
left
there,
back.
but then he's
nickname
played
must
there
have
for
been it.
Chelsea. I think he played there for Chelsea last, and he wasn't that good. Chelsea fans weren't having him there, but they like him in centre back. So
Yeah, so back fours, I'll just run through mine, everyone else run through theirs. Pickford, Trent, Stones, Branthwaite, and Tyreek Mitchell.
Trent, White, Stones, and Lewis Skelly.
I went for, who did I go for? Ben White, Stones, Guehi, Mitchell.
Trent, Stones, Guehi, and then Branthwaite. That's it.
Oh yeah, you put Ben White. You're mental.
But I was just going for the vibes. But I'll put Trent there. I'll swap it for you if you want. Put Trent there. I'm not mad.
No, don't change your decision because of me. I get a lot of things wrong as well.
I don't mind.
Midfield, Declan Rice, my first midfielder.
100%.
Yeah,
Yeah.
easy.
Easy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fabi Mano.
No.
No, not for me. I've got Jude playing a bit deeper.
Same.
So I've got Jude next to Rice, which then allows me to have my 10.
We've all got the same.
That's
three.
if Jude can humble himself to do that.
Yeah, if he
If
can
not,
do it.
then Mainu is the one that I see. But Jude, he's played 8. It's just that
He's
this Real
played,
Madrid
yeah,
year,
Yeah.
he might have got.
He
to
played
play
8
the
for
bit, he's an
BVB.
attacker, so
But I think he's having a good season. I mean, I don't claim to watch Real Madrid, but he's playing like week in, week out. But he's playing a little bit deeper now with Mbappe.
Yeah, yeah.
And
He
he's doing, and he's playing well. And I think like that's, he can play any position. And I think my team is about, we've got the best team going forwards. How do we make it work?
Yeah, balance.
Bellingham needs to be in there, needs to be disciplined, sit next to Rice when we need him to, go
done it.
forwards when we need him to.
You've done it for Birmingham. You've done it for BVB. I understand. Like you said, you had that one season for Real Madrid where he played further forward because they never had a striker.
Yeah, they didn't
and he
have
stepped
anyone.
up to the plate.
Yeah.
It's nice to know that he can do it.
Yeah.
But you've got other players in that position that's better than you at doing that.
But Kobe's
him and
Probably the next name in there.
100%.
Bobby's brilliant.
No, I can
Bobby would be
understand
off the
why he
bench
wouldn't
for
be
me.
in some people's teams if you want to
Yeah,
squeeze
he'll be in the squad.
Palmer or someone else into a.
He'd be
keeper.
coming on for me 50 minutes in if we're 1-0 up or something.
Although he
Just like
started
balance.
every game in the Euros nearly.
Yeah, he was brilliant.
Yeah.
And then I've got Bellingham's my third, so I had Rice, Maino, Bellingham.
So I had Rice, Bellingham, Palmer for
same,
me.
Nice,
same.
nice. Palmer is in my team.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Wow,
He's in my
okay.
team.
I think I know where he is.
It's blasphemy.
My
though.
right wing is Saka.
Oh, okay, fine.
Good lad.
Nice.
Yeah.
My
Congratulations.
right wing is Saka.
You do know, Paul.
I thought he was going to go somewhere crazy
you know,
there. I
no,
thought he was going to go
it's the
somewhere
usual
crazy.
one.
Yeah, Turkish and Miles are here. What can I do to rattle them?
I thought Saka might be left back before.
Yeah.
but we
No,
got
no,
past
no.
that one.
Never do that
Not
again.
a bad shout, but no. Ian Wright even thinks so. But no, Saka has to be right wing, innit?
Isn't it mad
Especially
that
when you
Ian-
look at his like numbers at the moment, is just incredible. He's
Yeah.
always guaranteed a baseline of a performance. Like
Yeah, he's so consistent. And his delivery, set pieces. If you're going to, in my team, if you got Bramthwaite and you got Stones, you got Gay, you got Rice running off of Saka's corners, for me, that's what I'd want to see.
the only thing that stops Saka
Kane.
holding down that right wing spot is injury. Because who's
Yeah.
there's-
Yeah.
there's no
unless
one-
you're playing dragging someone out of position, there's no one.
Yeah, if Saka's injured, Palmer probably goes in there, right?
top 3 right wingers in the world. I've been saying that since last season, and I stand by it. Top 3
No,
right
he has
wingers
to
in the
be.
world.
He is, yeah. He's so
It'll
consistent.
be, they'll say Rodrigo, Salah, Saka.
And he turns up for England.
yeah, fair.
England player of the season 2 years in a row, right? Saka?
Yeah,
Thank you.
2
So
years in a
you
row.
can't argue with it. He's in there.
He's
Top
the
3 in their last 3 tournaments, I'd say, in terms of play.
Yeah.
Mm.
Steps up when we need him to.
Everyone's got Saka.
Saka.
Left
Yeah.
wing.
I struggle with left wing. I went.
Can I go first?
Yeah.
I put Anthony Gordon.
Yeah, same.
I think the time we get there, 2026, he'll be two more years more mature. Obviously,
Yeah.
he's playing for Newcastle. He's looking like one of their better players. He's their talisman. He gets goals, stepping up, taking not the last one, but the one before that against Man City penalties, scoring big moments. He's a good player, and I think he's England's most natural out and out left winger.
Yeah.
Oh, mate, yeah, 100%.
Out of all the options we have.
I put
I was-
Rashford back in.
Marcus Rashford.
He was a bit hopeful, but I've seen some. United have been shit this season, but he's been his usual self. There's been some odd substitutions of him, but I think he looks confident again. He's scoring goals, and I do think eventually he's going to find his form again.
I'll
I'd love
definitely
him
bring
to
him.
be. I'd love it. Yeah, I was going to say, I'd love him to be there.
Yeah.
I'd love him to be that option off the bench.
I am
if you need
being
a goal.
optimistic here.
I do love Marcus Rashford when he's playing in full form, but like for me, I'd have Gordon, and I'd just add to that.
Like
If
Rashford for me is twice the player Gordon is. I know that sounds mental right now.
we've seen more of
For me, he
Rashford.
just is.
Gordon's so young, but I think Gordon's ceiling's high.
He's high.
And I'd
Like,
have
if you're
Gordon's
if you're a
pace.
fullback, and you go, who do you want to play against, Gordon or Rashford?
Gordon
I think
now.
you go Gordon.
Gordon's terrifying,
Now,
I think.
I think you
Now I'd rather
Gordon.
play against Rashford than Gordon right now.
I would.
Well,
I'd
if
rather.
you ask
Oh,
world,
now it's Rashford.
I think
yeah,
if you ask world fullbacks, they go, I would rather play against Gordon.
Because they don't know him until they play him, and then they're cooked.
Maybe.
I was crying out on
yeah,
the.
maybe.
It's too, oh, give me back Rashford. Yeah, it's too
I
late
was,
now. 2-0.
No, I think being optimistic, like Adam is, if Rashford does get anywhere near his best form, then of course he's there. But I think Gordon's trajectory, in my opinion, in a year and a half, if we're judging it from now, I think Gordon will be a considerably better player come 2026.
He's
So-
been linked with some big moves as well, hasn't it? Which could potentially kind of propel him even
Oh,
further.
yeah. If he goes to Liverpool, he's.
He signed a new deal as well, so it's,
Yeah, he's not going
Newcastle
anywhere.
are
to be
rich.
fair.
So did Durando, and he's talking about leaving every week.
But Gordon as well. Trent. If you've got Trent playing that ball over to Gordon, that's another option that I just think in the final we were missing. It was so obvious. Get Gordon on for
He's
me.
electrifying on
Just
that
that pace against Danny Carvajal. Like Carvajal's one of the best fullbacks in the world, but he's also pretty old and was knackered.
Could
Why didn't we bring on Gordon in that
Sancho
game?
force his way back in?
No chance.
Does anyone think?
Not for me.
Depth, yeah, not 11, I'd say. He could
Is it-
force
is
his
it
way
I don't
meant
think
to
he's
say
anywhere
no?
I
near
don't
it.
think it's. Yeah, I think. Yeah, you saying no chances a bit. Nah, because it's 2 years, and obviously he started
He's
not too
massively
bad.
talented as well. I
Yeah,
think we've
massively.
got a-
Anything could happen in 2 years.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah,
before
yeah,
that, we weren't
yeah.
even speaking about Gordon 2 years
Yeah,
ago.
yeah.
really
Yeah.
and truly. So look, I'm not writing off.
There'll be someone in 2 years that's in this team that we never would have imagined.
But like,
100%.
Look at Copy came out. Look at Copy, and you mentioned it.
I,
Yeah, but
I,
for
I said
Sancho-
that a year
Sancho-
before. though.
yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah,
I
you
said that
said
a
it.
year before.
You just came out of nowhere. This guy's
Sancho's-
starting.
Yeah.
Sancho's got to get minutes over so many talented players. Foden, Eze, Gordon,
Depends how they set up.
Rashford.
Depends how
How
they
is
play him.
Sancho getting it?
Chelsea.
Saka.
Will the England manager pick any players that are in the Championship though? If City had it.
All right, so where's he gone with that?
It might be Man United's Phil Foden then. Who knows?
Hey.
Up front for me, I got Cole Palmer in the false 9 position.
That's
Really?
Okay, so that's
Stick your old ass on the bench, Harry Kane.
nah, no.
I got Harry Kane still in the team.
I still
My
got-
second striker was
Last chance.
Liam Delap.
Yeah, rate it.
Yeah, I got Liam Delap in as
But I've got Cole Palmer.
But yeah, Turk, have you got Liam Delap playing?
yeah. I mean, I put Kane next to him.
I
but
rate it.
Listen, what's Delap? What, 21? Yeah, a lot
young,
highly
young.
spoken
Yeah.
about. He's
Love
now
him.
hit the ground running at Ipswich in a year and a half. If all things go, he's a good build. He's got confidence there. I think when you look at how stale Kane's got up front for England. But listen, that might be Southgate's problem. Maybe we see a different Kane for England moving forward now, and then going back to being optimistic as an English fan, you'd hope that Kane is the best person up top. But Liam Delap, I think, under the radar, he could be. Yeah, he's a neat little player, man.
I still go for Kane though.
Yeah, Kane.
Out and out striker.
What's Kane
Palmer,
at?
man.
30.
But he's going to be 33 when the tournament comes
Oh,
around.
come on, man. He can still play.
Nah,
man.
Delap,
bro.
Kane off the bench.
Look
man.
what he was. I think he was detrimental to England's form
Of course.
in the
He
last
was.
tournament. And Cole Palmer would stretch defenses. He'd drop deep as well, which Kane does anyway. But I think he'd stretch them a lot. You'd also get a lot of like in this team, you'd get a lot of rotation where maybe Saka goes or Rashford goes in my 11.
In his team, what you'd get is Palmer drops and Bellingham would be the Real Madrid
Yeah.
Bellingham
Yeah,
into
yeah,
the box.
yeah.
So yeah, that would work.
Yeah, it could work, but I still think you could get Kane's goals, man.
Kane definitely hindered us in that tournament. I think he was injured, same as when he went into that Champions League final for Spurs injured. I don't know, like it didn't help. But then I also felt sorry for him not having Gordon making runs, because Kane's whole game at this age now is to pick up the ball
And clip it
a
over.
little bit deeper and look for Saka, look for Gordon, have space. Was kind of asking Kane to sort of play on the last man. And
But at
it's not his job.
at this age thing, why is that? Because at this age, usually strikers will
stay up top.
regress and go
Yeah,
up top
just stand in the box. Yeah.
And that's what England need now. Because when you've got Saka, when you've got Foden, Palmer, Mainu, Bellingham, Gordon, Eze, all behind you as a striker, you don't need to be dropping into the centre circle to pick up the
And you're
ball. We
stepping on
need
their
you there.
toes.
You should be
But that's
relaxing now.
Southgate, surely.
That's what
Because I remember we were all watching it, right?
But-
And we were just there, like, it's so obvious.
But
You
he
get
done
the
it
ball
for
out wide to
Tottenham a lot
Saka,
as
cut
well.
in, and there's no one in the
And
box.
Bayern
You're
as
like,
well,
Kane's on the halfway line. Yeah.
5 goals, 5 assists in 6 games.
Bro, he's still a killer, bro. It's
mental.
still Harry Kane.
It's mental.
Still,
And listen,
for
if
me-
Bayern go and win a league and Champions League or whatever in the next couple of years, that curse is off his shoulders.
Maybe
He's won
people will be
something.
like, now it's his time to win a
Yeah.
trophy for England. So you had Liam Delap, I had Palmer, you two had Kane.
Yeah, Kane. Gordon, Saka, Kane for me.
Everyone
I mean,
else.
such a talented team. We got to go for it and just play all out attack, surely.
Who do you think the manager will be?
Carsley. I think it'll be Lee Carsley.
I don't think it'd be Lee Carsley.
I don't think so.
Potter.
Potter, I'm gonna go.
I think I'm going with Graham Potter, man.